Good day YouTube, and hello again to my subscribers. I made a couple of honest mistakes in my previous video, so this is kind of an apology video for anybody who watched it. How do I know they were honest mistakes? Well, I wouldn't be making this video to correct them for starters. Anyways, this video is also for my fellow flat earthers that just want the truth. I'm going to make this short, and if you're a flat earther like me, maybe not so sweet. But I think it's important for all of you to know this. There's a program available to the public called Celestia. Many of you are probably familiar with it. Okay, here's the Wikipedia page about Celestia. I'll look it up for yourselves and give it a read through. The bottom line is this. Celestia is straight up trusted by globe believers to be an accurate 3D representation of the heliocentric fantasy. Okay, just as timeanddate.com is a trusted source for the position of the sun and the moon, as well as night and day in the twilight zones. So, as flat earthers, we know that we are being lied to on the largest scale possible. We know the earth is flat and stationary, we know the sun and moon are close and circling above us, and we know the moon is not reflecting sunlight. So an observation like the one I recorded on September 29th at 8:30 a.m. tends to stick out like a sore thumb. To many flat earthers, an observation like this is considered proof that the moon is self-illuminating and not reflecting sunlight, and subsequently proof that the heliocentric theory is false. And in the flat earth reality, that's exactly the case. A simple experiment with a light source and a ball is definitive proof of where a light source must be positioned to illuminate that ball in any given manner. In the flat earth model, the sun and moon appear to travel at the same altitude, so when we see the sun very low on the horizon, or even just set, and we see the moon illuminated from the top like this, we instinctively know that the angle of light does not match our new reality. Therefore, we label it as proof of self-illumination and proof of a failed globe model. The problem is that in order for this observation, or any similar observation, to be considered proof of a self-illuminating moon, all other possible causes for the moon's phases would have to be unquestionably ruled out, and most importantly, the currently accepted model would have to fail scrutiny in a bad way. So, in order for this to be considered proof of a failed globe model, well, the globe model must fail. Let's put this heliocentric fantasy to the test and see what happens. When I open Celestia, it automatically sets to my local time. You can see the time matched to my computer. Okay, my current time zone is UTC plus 2 hours. There's no option I can find to directly set the date and time in Celestia, but we can reverse time as fast or slow as we want. So I just reverse time till I get to 8:30 a.m. September 29th. By right-clicking on the Earth and Moon, I get a few view options. Here I can mark the direction of the sun and highlight the terminator line between night and day. Just as in the flat earth model, perspective plays the leading role when interpreting what we should see while stuck to the side of a spinning ball. But most people are spatially challenged when visualizing in 3D, me included. I don't know where I heard this saying from, but here it is. No matter where you are on Earth, you are always on top of the world. Everybody knows that we stand 90 degrees perpendicular to the dirt we stand on. So in order to view the sky and the objects in it from the perspective of the observer, we need to turn the observer and the entire solar system along with him so that he would be standing at the very top of the world, literally. Now, because I was facing the moon directly in my recorded observation, I simply rotate the Earth and the observer so that the moon is more or less directly above the Earth. From this perspective, and only from this perspective, can we see the objects in the sky from the perspective of the observer. And that's me, in Holland, on top of the world, looking directly at the moon, with the sun behind me and to my left and low on my horizon, just as in my observation. So, as a result of viewing things from the proper perspective called for by the heliocentric model, it would seem we have a match. I guess the only thing left to do is a visual comparison with timeanddate.com, set for the same time and date, of course, and just for safe measure. And again, a match. This shouldn't come as any surprise to any flat earther. Remember, 500 years is a long time to change, manipulate, and refine any model, whether it's based in reality or not. These observations have to match the model in order for the model to have lasted this long. It's that simple. This is also true for a flat earth claim that the moon doesn't work with the tropic lines. And another claim involving the visibility of Mercury and Venus from the day side of the Earth. Not to mention the common flat Earth misconception that a full moon with the sun visible above the horizon is not possible on a globe. It most definitely is possible when you lay out the pseudoscience of the Twilight zones as they apply in 3D. I will post the links to these videos I made showing that these things actually work on the heliocentric model. I'm not posting this video or any other videos as anti-flat earth videos. Quite the opposite, actually. The work I've done in the past, as now, has started out as an attempt to support and or reinforce a few of the more prominent flat earth claims. I don't believe any of this spinning spaceball bullshit. But I have to admit, it's a beautiful thing to look at, and a very well thought out crafty design. It's just too bad it's a lie. Just another Freemasonic wet dream. Here on the Flat Earth, the real reality, we sell globes as decorations with a warning label on them. Globes are not meant for educational purposes. Anyways, the point of this video is this. The Flat Earth community needs to be as honest and open as possible in order to maintain credibility. I used my own observation for this video, but I checked a few more just to make sure that mine wasn't a fluke. And it wasn't, okay? For time's sake, I'm not going to show you my results, but I encourage you all to familiarize yourself with Celestia so you can test your own observations against the current standard model, or test other people's observations. Nobody is wrong, including myself, to know, understand, and make the statement that this angle of illumination is impossible on a flat Earth. It most definitely is impossible, and the proof is in a simple experiment with a single light source and a ball. But if you claim that this is also proof of a failed globe model, well, you would be wrong. And by promoting this assertion publicly or privately, you would be inadvertently setting yourself up for an embarrassing conversation with somebody who actually knows the model they are representing. Or you just got lucky enough to have watched this video and followed the links in the description to get a better understanding of the 3D heliocentric model as it is presented, at least to the best of my knowledge, so far. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Keep your eyes to the sky. Shit happens up there. Peace.